How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. Don't sacrifice yourself too much, because if you sacrifice too much, there's nothing else you can give and nobody will care for you. If you have the ability to love, love yourself first. Your time is way too valuable to be wasting on people that cannot accept who you are. Do your thing and don't care if they like it. A person learns how to love himself through the simple acts of loving and being loved by someone else. I now see how owning our story and loving ourselves through that process is the bravest thing that we will ever do. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. Document the moments you feel most in love with yourself. What you are wearing, who you are around, what you are doing. Recreate and repeat. I am my own experiment. I am my own work of art. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are. She remembered who she was, and the game changed. My mother told me to be a lady, and for her, that meant be your own person, be independent. To find a happy ending with someone else, first you have to find it alone. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. You alone are enough, you have nothing to prove to anybody. Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you. We cannot be so desperate for love that we forget where we can always find it within. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent. Sometimes you need to take a break from everyone and spend time alone to experience, appreciate, and love yourself. You are what you believe yourself to be. The goal is to learn to nurturing with yourself so you can feel free. You have to be ought to be number one. All relationships are a reflection of your relationship with yourself. In order to love who you are, you cannot hate the experience that shaped you. It's all about falling in love with yourself and sharing that love with someone who appreciates you, rather than looking for love to compensate for a self-love deficit. This life is mine alone, so I have stopped asking people for direction to place they have never been. You are always with yourself, so you might as well enjoy the company. Your self-worth is determined by you. You don't have to depend on someone telling you who you are. Inner beauty should be the most important part of improving on self. I remind myself to be kind to myself, and as slightly ridiculous as it may sound, to treat myself in the same gentle way I had wanted to treat a daughter of mine. It really helps. A scarcity of self-value cannot be remedied by money, recognition, affection, attention, or influence. Be bold, be brave enough to be your true self. Every one of us needs to show how much we care for each other and, in the process, care for ourselves. It isn't what they call you, it's what you answer to. Love yourself unconditionally, just as you love those closest to you despite their faults. Fashion is my way to express how much I love myself. Breathe, let go, and remind yourself that this very moment is the only one you know you have for sure. Self-love is not selfish. You cannot truly love another until you know how to love yourself. When a woman becomes her own best friend, life is easier. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the interocean in a drop. Above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Eat like you love yourself. Move like you love yourself. Speak like you love yourself. Act like you love yourself. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationships you have. Work on being in love with the person in the mirror who has been through so much but is still standing.